And welcome back, this is Scuba with more Let's Play Dragon Quest II. I'm joined as always by our Princes Line and Rolando, along with Princess Linda. When we last left off, we were at Ratatouille Castle, and I had actually forgotten a step here. This is a step that does not make sense, but is a necessary step in order to move forward with what we need to do. Today we're going to go treasure hunting for some pirate treasure. In order to get that done, you have to talk to this guy. Remember that there was a guy in the port town that we left in order to get to this castle that said that he would reward us if we brought him the treasure of this sunken ship. And then if you talk to this guy here, he'll ask if you know about the sunken treasure. Obviously, I don't, so tell me about it. I heard that long ago a very rich merchant was living in the vicinity of the harbor of Pagana. However, his ship was piled up too high with the treasures and sank from the weight. It went under in the middle of the open sea to the north. Now, you would think, oh, okay, well, I can go search for that now. No. Now you have to talk to him again and say you have heard about the story of the sunken treasure. The story says that a spot somewhere in the ocean is sparkling, and that place is where the sunken treasures are. If you do not talk to him and say that you have heard the story before, you will not be able to find the treasure. You don't want to know how long it took me to figure this out. Because, hell, if I could find anybody online that figured this out, oh my god, it took me about a half hour, honestly, of just checking and running around in the middle of the open ocean in this game, looking, where is this treasure? And I couldn't figure it out. And it was because I did not talk to him that second time. Remember to do that. While I was so busy focusing on trying to get out of town so we can find this treasure, I forgot to mention that while I was in town, I did a little bit of level grinding. I don't think anybody really got a level, but in case they did, these are their levels now. Line actually just got level 15. But what I really spent the time doing was getting enough money so that Line could equip the iron helmet. Of course, there's still a few things that I need for upgrades, but the iron helmet is what I spent my money on there. For you to move on once again. Hopefully I can remember the way back to the port town. I think I had also stated that the item that we had given to Linda, the wizard staff, actually sometimes used fireball in battle. You actually have to use it in battle for that to work. It doesn't necessarily just happen randomly. You actually have to use it for that purpose. It casts Fireball, which is technically weaker than some of her spells. Of course, we have Infernos, which is a little bit more powerful of a Fireball to everybody, so probably not going to be using that. We're going to go back to the town. I would name it, but I've already forgotten it. In the original version, I know it's called Leonport or something to that, but I remember it was like an R port. We're going to head north from here. If I needed to heal, I could do that there. I'm going to risk it, even though sea slugs have been the bane of my existence for a while. Should we continue north here? Need to go a little bit to the left. We should be able to find the sparkles in the ocean. They are going to be a little tough to see. Do you guys see them? They are on the screen now. I'm about maybe 3 squares a little bit lower than it. You can kind of make it out. Now this I have some difficulty getting. We need Line to just dive off the edge here, but you need to be right in the right position in order to get that to work. I believe that I also need to be pointing the right way. No, not there. How about there? It's, from what I remember, it is not like right on it like you would think. There we go. It is right on it. What am I talking about? You need to be right on it, at least in this version of the game. From what I remembered, I thought you needed to be like just south of it. Here we can find the ship's treasure. Linda obtained the ship's treasure. Somehow she can just fit it all in there. And the sparkles remain. Once again, if you did not tell the guy that you already knew the story, that would not show up for you. So if you can't get it to work, that's probably the problem. Does it make all the sense in the world? Probably not, but that is what you need to do. Now we are free to head back south to, God, I want to say Rugaport. I don't think that's exactly right. We'll try to get as close to it as possible so I don't get into another fight on land. Land enemies are usually tougher than sea enemies at this point. But we have done what we needed to do. So now we are free to turn in the ship's treasure to that guy down there. And there's only one way for me to get in there. Yes, let me on board my ship. On we go. Why? I don't know how it docks here, to be honest with you. I don't, but it does. Whenever you come to this town, it's docked there, and you have to talk to the guy in order to get your boat back. Kind of weird. But here, we can talk to this guy. Oh, those are the treasures from the sunken ship. Now I won't go bankrupt. Thank you very much. As a reward, let me give you my family heirloom, the echoing flute. And now we have obtained the echoing flute. It's not going to tell us what it does, of course. But that is important. Of course, it's a family heirloom, therefore it is very, very useful. We'll use that a little bit later. But I'm not actually done here in town for now, so I'm going to heal. And I think I have a lottery ticket that I want to use, and I will be right back. All rested and saved and ready to move on. We got another sea voyage ahead of us. This time we are going to go to a new continent. Actually, we are going to mystical new land, of course. This time it's not even on Alefgard. This time we are going somewhere I don't even think the game is hinted at. But we are going to go west. Of course, once we get transportation, just like any good Japanese RPG, that means you must explore everywhere. So let's head north and west here. We're going to try to take the shortcut, but it does mean we're going to be a little bit blind during part of this trip. But hopefully I can keep my bearings straight enough, long enough to make it. What we are going to do, if you have a world map with you, is completely just cross it. We're going to go north a bit here, and then over to the west. Now, hopefully I went north enough. It looks like I did not. So we're going to keep going north. This is the far northeastern part of the map, and we want to go to the southeastern part, which should be up here. So let's see if we can make it. We did! Small little island in the middle of nowhere. Let's head straight for it. And we have found a new city. There was another, what appeared to be a tunnel there. Human sign, where am I? I am in the fisherman's town of Zehan. Very nice. They actually kept it the same as the previous game, which makes it easier for me. Right now, all the men are out fishing. Good for them. So there's just kids, old men, and women here. My lover Luke returns from fishing. He's cheating on you. I just know Luke's. You know what I mean? He's cheating on you. While the men are out fishing, the women are busy at home caring for all the children. Of course they are. There is a cave that is surrounded by coral out in the sea somewhere. Really? I have encountered more typos this time than I have in the first game. And this game is not on the same pedestal of translation as the first version of Dragon Quest. You need the moon fragment in order to enter that cave. Of course, we don't have that, so we'll have to figure out a way to get it. I want to become a fisherman, just like Daddy. It doesn't look like you have much of a choice around here. And is this the inn? It doesn't look like it. Tashi-sun? Tashi-sun? I don't know how to say it. He's fond of dogs, apparently. 3 winters have passed. My husband still hasn't returned from fishing. I'm not sure he's made it. I'd assume 3 years out to sea trying to find fish, you could give up after maybe a couple months, but maybe that's just me. I'm not a fisherman after all. Nothing bad? No, nothing bad has happened to him. Everyone is praying that he returns safely. Is he alone on his boat? The hell? Why is everybody only concerned about him? Why not everybody else? And we got another dog! How you doing? The barking dog over there pulled on my sleeve. What could it be? A dog? He wants us to come this way. Okay. What? What is it? Search. And in here, I have found the gold key. Very nice. I like this dog. And we give it to Rolando because I don't have room for it. But the gold key will definitely help us open up doors with the gold edges around them. That is, of course, what it does. And we have another item shop here, and I am somewhat rich again. Nothing new here, in case you are struggling. They do give you holy waters, but I would not suggest using them. This game does not ease up ever. So you'll want to try to keep up with whatever enemies you're encountering. When the moon fragment illuminates the star-filled sky, the waters of the ocean become full. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. There's an ancient legend handed down in this town. Of course it is. And, we have the return of these. Don't step on that. I might die. I think one step is actually pretty powerful even in this game. Yeah, you should turn back now. It's very dangerous to be walking around inside the temple. What those actually are, I'm not sure. Why they damage you, I don't know, but don't step on them. How you doing, old man? This is a town of only women. I hope you don't have a problem with that. Actually, I see it as an opportunity. They were attacked by monsters and lost at sea. All of them? I came here to learn about that situation. Oh, gods. Don't talk to me! Why not? Okay, there is a guy out there. Let's see if I can figure out a way to get to him. I think I have talked to all the children here. If you could get out of my way, that'd be appreciated. Okay, so we need to head up. You're gonna let me talk to him. How you doing, buddy? Pursuing a man named Rouge? Fastfinger? And he's supposed to be Rogue Fastfinger? I came from Tepa until I stopped here. Fastfinger is the thief, but I just heard that he was thrown into jail somewhere, probably here. And I tried to go around him, but it didn't work out so well. Really? Okay, thank you. I'm like, I wanted to go back in for once, and you're not gonna let me do it? Now, I'm not seeing a weapon shop or an item shop around here, unfortunately, but we did get the key, and that is very useful. I do need to heal, so I'm going to go to the inn, but that looks like it's it for town, unfortunately. With everybody out fishing, they don't have time to really sell anything to me. Not, well, any weapons or armor, unfortunately.